cans with strings on them. I used to play telephone with those as a kid. Looks useful. It's mine now. I'd rather keep my distance. You shouldn't take prophecy too lightly. I don't need that. It's completely shredded. Thanks, but I'm not thirsty. It looks a little limp, but I can fix that.
Hey, that's what your women usually say to you.
I don't have time to hang out at the beach. The wedding awaits. That's not a punching bag. Good idea, but that won't work. Those two things won't work together. Those two things... Those can't be combined. That won't help. Good idea. Those two things won't... That's fine, just the way it is. That won't help. I don't want to ruin the cake. Those can't be combined.
Ah, thanks, Elari. A G-string for my guitar. Now, I can sing my song at your wedding.
Somehow it feels good to check something off.
Almost as good as timber.
No. Better not. I don't want to ruin the cake. That won't help. Those two things won't work together. I don't want to I haven't seen a single pastry chef on the whole island, but Lefty has a tube of building foam. That's enough to make a man suspicious. I wonder what's in there. I can't open it like that. I really hope Faith is doing... I don't want to talk about it.
Are you sure you'd still rather stand?
That's fine, just the way it is. That won't... Better not. Nah, the camp... Totally high-tech. At least it was in 1987. That's my toilet, which explains why the toilet paper is hanging there. Big and red like my...
Larry.
Just what I was gonna say. Thanks, Pi. On my wardrobe is a little sign that says it's a Prune Incorporated standard cage. I only have the magazines.
They interview the naked women too?
Quiet, Pop. Poor Faith. This is where I document my progress in my sensitivity training. Those two things won't work together. That's fine. That won't help. No, better. Those two things won't work together. That's fine, just... That won't help. I think I... Not my fetish. Good idea, but that won't work. I don't think he needs that. Those two things won't work together. I don't think so. Not a good idea.
No, thank you.
He wouldn't like that. Hola!
Hello.
Do you know where I can get the key to my clothes closet?
Ah, Larry, I've already given you the one key. The key to your destiny. I melted down the gold from the tombs of my ancestors, committed this sacrilege only to make that key out of it. A key that holds all our destinies. You still have it, right?
I lost it.
I would love to make sure you lose your head right now, but you're my son-in-law, and I don't want my daughter marrying a headless gringo. So, the one key is lost. The key of destiny. Born of the gold of my ancestors. Irrecoverable! Good thing I have another one.
Oh, thanks. Catch you later, Al. Ah, it fits. Much as I would... Ah, It fits perfectly. Oh, and the one key from El Rey is in the pocket, too. Great. At least he won't kill me for losing it. Somehow it feels good to check something off.
Almost as good as timber.
No. Better not.
No, thank.
That's not up. Those two things will... That's fine. That will... Better not. I don't have time. Thanks, but Barbarian Brew Export. 50 liters. More like cheesecloth.
That was you.
They made me do it. It's looking at me very suspiciously. Those two things won't work together. That's fine, just...
Larry!
How's business?
I can't complain. Of course, it helps to be the only restaurant on the whole island. Most of my customers became regulars once they stopped tossing their cookies.
Let me guess. You came up with a new recipe for your barbarian brew?
Larry, it's an art. You don't just come up with something like that.
But you can throw up with something like that. Whatever happened to BJ?
He wanted to become my partner in Lefties. Thought it could be built into a franchise. The Lefties in every city and all that. Different types of barbarian brew for different target groups. I convinced him it wasn't a good idea.
With a business plan?
With a paddle. Then he disappeared. No idea what happened to him. Don't really care either.
You think the wedding's a good idea?
Sure. I'll take care of the catering.
I mean, I haven't even met the bride yet.
You have to look on the bright side. That means the bride hasn't met you yet.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying you two are probably a dream couple.
Oh, okay. Can you feed all the wedding guests?
I could, but I can't prepare any alpaca meat while the meat grinder's stuck.
Can't you do that without alpaca meat? Vegan, maybe?
El Rey says that the
prophecy forbids it. Just like everything else. I gotta be going. I'm not sure why Lefty thinks pizza is a typical can-come dish, but this is where Lefty, it's also his... Rusty, or it's got some bone chips stuck in it. It's hard to say. Ugh, I don't want to run that through the meat grinder. Ugh. It won't turn at the moment. Rusty. You can never have enough plastic bottles.
Most people have no idea that plastic bottles are not all the same. They're made of different plastics for different uses. It's actually really fascinating.
I could have a drink, but then I'd probably fall in the water, so no. I'll just leave it hanging there. That won't help. Ugh, I don't want to run that through the meat grinder. Lefty! Lefto. Can I please borrow your pizza peel?
You mean you take it and I never see it again?
He's on to you.
Go ahead, take it. I'm experimenting with flatbread anyway. Larry!
I gotta be...
See ya.
I'm not sure. I'm not a pizza baker. I'm not a pizza... Better not. Those two things won't work together. That's fine. That won't help. I don't have time. Thanks, but... Better not. Those two things won't work together. Sure, I could use that to smash it open, but it doesn't deserve it. That's fine, just the way it is. I'd love to eat some of that, but I think I should... I haven't seen a single pastry chef on the whole island. I don't want to ruin the... That won't help. Better not. I haven't seen a single I don't want to ruin the cake. I don't want to ruin the cake. I don't think so. Not my fetish. Those two That's fine, just... That won't help. Better not... That's fine. That... Better not... That's... That won't... Oh, better not. Only Faith is allowed to wear those. That's fine. The pizza peel fits perfectly into the fork of the branch. That won't help. Better not. That's... That won't... Better... That's... Those can't be combined. That won't help. Good idea, but that won't work. Those two... Those can't be combined. That won't help. Good idea, but... Those two things won't work. Those can't be combined. That won't help. Good idea, but that won't. Those. Those can't be combined. I don't think he needs that. That won't help. I don't want to ruin the cake. Better not. Those two things won't work together. I'm not a pizza baker, and I don't ever plan on becoming one. Ugh, I don't want to run that through the meat grinder. That's fine. That won't happen. He wouldn't like that. Better not. He Ugh. That's fine. That won't. Ugh. Ugh. I'm not a pe. Ugh. Ugh. Better.
You can keep that, Larry.
That. Not my fetish. Better not. Ugh. The crank now turns again. Now it turns again. Now, there are some holes I prefer not to stick my fingers in. There are some holes I prefer not to stick my fingers in. Ugh, I don't want to. Ugh, I don't want to.
Larry!
Can you feed all the wedding guests?
Of course! The meat grinder's working again.
So everything's set for the wedding. Somehow, I don't know, I just can't really get all that excited about it.
What's wrong, Larry?
It all feels wrong.
That's how everyone feels before they say yes.
You're probably right. I'll just go back to my room for now.
Larry,
What's up?
remember that file that was sent to you a few weeks ago?
What was that about again?
You received an encrypted file from an unknown number, and I started decrypting it in the background.
Oh, that file. What about it?
I decrypted it.
Ah, so I can install the wedding app now.
The file was from Faith.
What?
Her picture was in the file, too.
That's Faith. When exactly was that picture taken?
The day after the house exploded.
She survived. But where is she now?
The photo also shows GPS coordinates from the open ocean.
Pi, we have to go there right away.
Coordinates saved to the map. Can you swim?
I'd rather try using a boat.
There was more in the file.
What else?
It's some complex program code I don't understand myself. I'll analyze it.
What's happening to you?
I don't know.
What about that program code?
It disappeared.
What do you mean, disappeared?
I don't understand it either. Maybe it was just an update from my software.
Whatever. I have to find Faith. All I have to do is make sure that El Rey doesn't marry me off right away. Otherwise, I'll never get off the island. Pi, where can I find a boat on the island? Pi, everything okay?
Of course. A boat. Nowhere. BJ's yacht was repossessed and the locals don't want to leave.
Then I'll have to build one myself.
Well, anyone who can catch a rat with a condom can definitely build a raft.
Now the self... Huh? Hola!
Hello?
Still mad at the gringos?
So mad, except with you, of course. But as my son-in-law, you'll be one of us
I didn't even feel gringo-y anymore. I forgot what happened there at the end.
Then I'll sum it up for... Again, by some mysterious means, you were transported from the 90s. You fell in love with the boss of the technology company Prune, and you drove the company to the brink of ruin and followed Faith here. Then, you blew up Faith's villa, and the explosion blew her out to sea on a ship. She's been missing and presumed dead ever since.
The way you tell it, I come off way too bad.
You don't even want to know what you got up to in a parallel universe.
Now that I think about it, maybe...
What are you trying to say?
I don't deserve your daughter.
The one who fulfilled the prophecy deserves my daughter. Ex-gringo. Just don't think about it and marry my daughter already.
Catch you later. Can't be moved. Those two things won't work together. Let's see if there's anything underneath it. Yes. Okay, I'll release the brakes. It's already loosened. That's fine. I should be... I was right. It can be moved. Quite a ways, as a matter of fact. I'm sure that tabletop would be useful, but I can't carry it around with me. I'll take a picture of it. I don't think resuscitation is an option anymore. No. For once, I'm not going to stick... That wouldn't help it much. No, I think I should... That won't help. Good idea, but that won't work. Those two things... Those can't be combined. That won't help. Good idea. I'll just take that. Okay. It's all sticky and green. Of course I'm gonna take it. Yo ho ho, and not a bottle of rum. I'm sure I'll need that. Oh, it broke off. Say ah. The more the merrier. I don't think for... Look, Pi, this is a blueprint for a raft. I think it's from a survival magazine. Maybe I can use it to make something.
Wait, I'm installing a blueprint app for you. You can use it to build complicated things.
Okay, I think I've got it. I define which object has to be used as what. Then I press the start button, and then that's how it will be done.
But only if everything fits.
I have a rudder to steer the raft. I love it when a plan comes together. Enough. Those can't be combined. Those can't be combined. Those can't be combined. Enough. I don't think I want to swim there. I don't need that. It's completely shredded. I don't need that. I don't need... That won't help. Better... That's... Thanks, but... That won't... Those two things won't work. Better not. Those two... That's fine. Hola! Catch you later, Elroy. Better not. I'm never touching that again, especially not from behind. That's fine, just the way it is. That won't help. Better. Poor Faith.